Aloha America from the great state of Minnesota, and what a lovely day it is. Yes, that's right, this is peanuts though compared to my Mississippi video, the Pascagoula Run. It was pouring rain in that video. Mr. Sports Travel, why do you end up outside in the rain? Because it was the only day I was in Mississippi. Today is my only day probably in the great state of Minnesota. Tomorrow's weather also in Minnesota is very good. So I'm celebrating each of the 50 states come rain, sleet, snow, wind. And I've had a few windy videos as I celebrate my 50th year on this great planet and each of the 50 states plus the District of Columbia. Where is Mr. Sports Travel in the land of 10,000 lakes? More on that in a minute. First of all, I want to thank all those that have donated, past, present, and those in the future that will donate to OperationFirstResponse.org. There is the American fabulous American Flagmobile. Isn't she gorgeous? Of course she is. Best car I've ever had. Still kicking butt and over 200,000 miles. As I see a sporting videos from the 50 states, wind, please don't knock over my tripod. I am the camera operator and the talent. Now we had a storm come through here. It was actually raining cats and dogs. It's now dissipated. I'm hoping I can get this video in before it rains cats and dogs again or my camera gets blown into South Dakota. Now, each of these videos I celebrate my first visit to the state, my favorite visit in the state, and my most recent visit. Most recent visit, where is Mr. Sports Travel? I am at historic Parade Stadium, and what you see behind me is the great skyline of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, if you look carefully on this side, you will see some ivy. It's not green because it's the spring, ladies and gentlemen, it's brown. This is the spring home of Augsburg College and De La Salle High School here in the great city of Minneapolis. In the summertime, it's home to Town Ball, and I'll talk more about Town Ball in a minute. So my most recent sporting event, they got in a doubleheader to make Ernie Banks proud. Oh wait, he played for the Cubs. To make Harmon Killebrew proud, they got 2 games in here before the rain got really bad. Augsburg College won the second game, mercy rule, 12-2, and then the rain really came down, and it's just since calmed down. So most recent sporting event for Mr. Sports Travel, April 29th, 2022, here in Minneapolis at the Parade Stadium. Now you can see the great view, you can see the ivy. Better to be here in the summer, but it is what it is. I'm not here in the summer. But I have been in the summer to see Town Ball in Minnesota. Town Ball, Mr. Sports Travel, tell me about that. Well, each town in Minnesota has its own team. It's like an adult men's league, for lack of a better word. And then there's different amateur leagues. If you ever come to Minnesota this summer, you want to see the Twins, you want to see the St. Paul Saints, you got to see some Town Ball. It's Sleepy Eye, Jordan, Milroy, St. Patrick, just literally like more than 50 to 100 towns have Town Ball in these unique venues with corn in the background and water towers, special place. The answer momentarily. How about my first visit to the great state of Minnesota? That's an easy one. Also here in Minneapolis, but you didn't have a skyline view. The view was inflatable roof dome, Metrodome, 1998. My first sports road trip, the Metrodome. No, this wasn't when they won the World Series. This is 2006, ladies and gentlemen. The Metrodome, 1998, against Toronto. Remember Roger Clemens was the pitcher that day. Was he on the juice, not on the juice? I don't know, 1998. But they beat the Twins, the Blue Jays did, on that particular day. That's when I saw 15 ballparks in 21 days. And since then, the Everywhere Man, as the world knows, has been Everywhere Man. So gave you my first visit to the state, my most recent visit, 98. Here we are in 2022, and I'm still on the road kicking ass. Now, favorite visit to the great state of Minnesota. Now, to give you some perspective here. Watch the Michigan. Michigan's a very diverse sports state. The other M for most diverse state in the Midwest, Minnesota. Now, when you think about Minnesota, the first sport you think of is not baseball. This is the state of hockey, ladies and gentlemen. This is home of the U. one of the most successful college hockey programs in the North American continent. Then of course you've got the NHL team, the Wild. Formerly you had the Minnesota North Stars. Hockey is huge in Minnesota. But the high school hockey is even bigger than the pro hockey and the college hockey. The high school hockey tournament here in Minnesota is like the Japanese baseball tournament in Japan for the high schools. It's off the charts. High school baseball in Japan is huge. Minnesota high school hockey, huge. So that's really big. Now, basketball, also big here at the U, a lot of colleges, the Timberwolves, and high school basketball is also big, but high school hockey, really, really big. Baseball, the town ball I told you about, you got the Twins, and of course we have the football, the Vikings, which are still seeking its first Super Bowl. So, this is a tough one, because I've seen high school hockey here, been to all the D1s, a lot of colleges for basketball, hockey. What is my favorite moment in the great state of Minnesota? And I'm going to have to say, it is seeing hockey, high school hockey in the Iron Range. Now, what is the Iron Range? The Iron Range is the region in northern Minnesota, way up in the Iron Ore region of Minnesota. Towns like Hibbing, Evelyn, Virginia, Coleraine. This is the heart of hockey. In fact, a lot of the players that played on the 1980 Olympic team, the Miracle on Ice, came from the Iron Range. And if you know anything about the Carlson brothers, if you saw the movie Slapshot, Google the Carlson brothers, Virginia, Minnesota. So I'd say high school hockey, and Hibbing is really just a fabulous barn-style high school hockey rink up in the Iron Range. I might not be exactly in the Iron Range, but near the Iron Range. I like saying the Iron Range. High school hockey, probably my favorite experience in the great state of Minnesota. Now that's a tough one, because right after the Iron Range, I'm talking baseball, because I love baseball, as all of you know. Hey, it's barely raining now, and there's like no wind. You might actually be able to hear me. So town ball, I put second. And again, you got to come here in the summertime. Mr. Sports Travel, next time we'll come in the summertime to see some more town ball. So I'd like to see me in St. Patrick, Green Island, Milroy, Jordan. There's so many unique, Meesville. There's so many unique town ball venues that I've been to. Searles, Sleepy Eye. There's so many unique town ball venues in little small towns all across Minnesota, from southwest Minnesota to northeast Minnesota. So I'd say town ball only takes place June, July, nice weather time. In 2018 and 2019, when I did my epic 675 days of seeing a sporting event in a row, yes, you can Google it, I'm not making that up. Actually, the paper in Marshall, Minnesota wrote a nice story about me and the American Flagmobile. So that would be second, I'd say, the town ball. Now, Joe, haven't you been to the Twins and the Wild and the Vikings and you know, the Timberwolves and the Golden Gophers? Well, that's all wonderful. In fact, I love the barn at the University of Minnesota for hoops. And I love Mariucci Arena, great venue for hockey. St. Cloud State, great venue for hockey. A lot of great hockey venues. Thief River Falls, you know, Bemidji State, Mankato, Minnesota State. Forgetting another team that plays D1 hockey here in the great state of Minnesota. They don't hate me for not remembering them. St. Thomas, that's another one. So, I love amateur sports, as you know, high school, college, but I also love the pros. High school hockey, town ball, those are unique to Minnesota. And that's what makes Minnesota, like Michigan, of all the Midwestern states, I'm loving Minnesota in the Midwestern states, unique. Not knocking Indiana, I'm not knocking Illinois or Wisconsin or the Dakotas, not knocking those states, but Michigan and Minnesota, the two M's, very distinct town ball, high school hockey, pro, college, amateur, the different regions of the state, Iron Range, here in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis. So, hope you've enjoyed and learned a little bit about where the wind's picking up. Oh shit! God damn it! I have the worst worse luck on this fucking trip. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, that just came out of nowhere. What the fuck? Yes, I'm using the F word, it's my videos. Hopefully the camera's still working. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Minnesota video. I'm not doing a second take. Hey, it still says I'm recording. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, mrsportstravel.com, mrsportstravel.com, or Mr. Sports Travel. That's the one on Facebook. MR Sports Travel, Instagram, and Twitter. Until we meet again, Mr. Sports Travel, signing off. Rain, rain, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Blame it on the rain. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Jesus Christ.